Welcome to Buy, Fix, Drive, powered by HotCars. We're fueled by the same enthusiast spirit you find every single day in the website, and our goal is simple. Find diamonds in the rough, or in this case, a flood title Lamborghini Gallardo that we imported from New Zealand, and spend way too much time and money turning this questionably financial decision into my dream car. Welcome to the channel. My name is Saxon and you're watching Schmodified. And behind me is my most recent Italian financial mistake, my 2007 Lamborghini Gallardo. And in this video, I'm going to show you everything wrong with it. This is the cheapest Lamborghini Gallardo in the country, and at the end of the video, I'm going to show you how much I paid for it and where it came from. I know the car might look great from 10 feet, but once you start getting closer to it, there are a ton of issues with this car. Let's start by looking at these awful wheels. At one point, this car was in Miami, Florida, and these wheels scream Miami. They're Advan ones, and those are very expensive, but they've definitely seen better days. And moving on to the rear wheels, you can see that they actually sit about 2 inches out from the car. And obviously the fitment and the finish of these are completely horrible. We're gonna replace these. The car is finished in Giallo Midas, which is a Lamborghini yellow paint. And typically I hate yellow, but on this car it actually looks good. Well, this square foot of the paint actually looks pretty good. The rest is horrendous. Let's look at it. This section over here has galvanic corrosion, so the aluminum is quite literally rusting from the bottom out, and so all the paint is bubbling. Moving forward, the paint looks pretty good, and I think this is the original paint on this side of the car. However, my lovely wife ran into my Lamborghini last week.
Oops.
And completely ruined the front end of the car, so I had to repaint everything from the fenders forward. And I think it looks half decent, but it is a ghetto spray job. Moving on to this side of the car is where all the problems really exist. From here, back of the car has been repainted, I don't know however many years ago, but it certainly does not match the original paint on the actual car. It's faded, it's not the right yellow, and the camera's probably not picking it up, but it looks bad in person, I promise. Since this is not the factory paint job, there is a ton of issues with the paint, and it's certainly not as durable. There's chips all over this side of the car, just this side of the car, and if you walk next to it, it definitely looks like something that you would find at a dollar store. The BondoBorghini is probably an appropriate name for this car. The Lamborghini Gallardo is a pretty cool car, and it has a classic cheese wedge shape. Part of the cheese wedge shape is this crazy sloped, very flat windshield, and this one is broken. It has a giant crack that runs almost the whole width of the windshield. Not only that, it's actually leaking. So the crack is big enough that water gets in and underneath the windshield. The car originated in Miami, Florida, and what comes in Miami, Florida? Well, a lot of theft. So someone has stuck a wedge in to unlock this window multiple times. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4 times on just the passenger side alone. Someone has stuck a wedge in and completely ruined this trim. Let's look at the driver's side, it's even worse. On the driver's side over here, they chipped it so hard that they not only chipped the trim, they also chipped the glass. So I'm gonna have to replace this piece of glass. It's a shame. Now let's talk about the engine. It's not supposed to do that. Back in ancient times, Italians carved things out of marble and stone, and it was gorgeous and beautiful. Ooh. In 2007, they used a whole lot of plastic, and it looks bad. It is definitely not aged well. There's oil stains, grease stains everywhere. This engine needs a clean. Not only that, when I first bought the car, the factory intake manifold had filters that were completely falling apart, and if I hadn't taken care of it, the engine would have sucked in a ton of rubber and foam. So thank God I got to that and slapped on these beautiful things from Amazon. The car currently has the factory exhaust, and I don't know what Lamborghini was thinking of, because this is one of the best sounding engines in the world. However, with the factory exhaust, it sounds horrible. Let's check it out. Now let's talk about the absolute worst part of this car, the interior. Miami spec, yellow on yellow. And not only is it yellow, it is Alcantara. Come take a look at it. This Alcantara that is almost 20 years old at this point has gotten completely stained, is wrinkled up, and it is everywhere in the car. The interior is absolutely atrocious. All of this yellow Alcantara is completely stained and brown and has collected 20 years worth of Italian farts, and honestly the car smells. We need to absolutely deep clean the interior and replace these seats because these are flat out not just gonna work. Why, you ask? Well, they're not really even bolted down because, woo, the best part. The motors in this don't work because this is a flood car, and when the car flooded, it ruined the electric motors for both seats. So these bad boys can't move and are not really attached. Let's go for a drive. The Gallardo has what's called the E-gear, and it's definitely the least desirable transmission out of these cars. Gated manuals for these are fantastic, but they are well over the 100,000 mark. I'm not a huge fan of these, mainly because there's just so many issues that you could have with them. And this one is probably no exception. It definitely doesn't drive how I would like it to. I'm not sure how much of the original 500 horsepower the car has left over, but I am certainly in fear for my life while I'm driving the car. And that's mainly because it has a horrible alignment, and it's really squirrely in a bad way. Now let's listen for the best part of our, here, listen for it. Oh, crunchy and grindy and whiny. The car's definitely not running 100%. The switch panels here don't necessarily work. We got it to work that time. Well, it doesn't go down. So the driver's side window doesn't go down unless you push really hard. So that's pretty cool. And the rest of these look just as wonky as can be. So I'll have to fix all of these buttons. Oh, here we go for another horrible U-turn. These things have the turning radius of a truck. We brought the car out to the wilderness of Florida so that we can talk about where this car actually came from. The car was originally sold in the United States, and then 5 years ago it got exported all the way to New Zealand. And I honestly couldn't even point to that on the map if I had to.
Come on now, dawg. Come on, man.
I found this car on Facebook Marketplace where I spend way too much of my time, and someone was selling it for the large sum of $40,000, which I personally thought was an absolute steal. However, it was flooded at one point. I spent a whopping $10,000 to get it back to the United States, which was kind of expensive, but this still puts me all in for this car at $50,000, which I think personally is a killer deal, and it's probably the cheapest Lamborghini Gallardo in the United States. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, that way I don't end up on the side of the road sleeping on this random mattress that I am now laying on and probably contracting diseases. And follow along with My Fixed Drive by HotCars, and make sure that you tell your mother that I love her.